since we decided to open that door, let's go. Because it is an issue, and it is guiding the mental thought of quite a number, whether they're involved or not, that we know. And I have sat with people in just the last week who've talked about the fact that there are boys in school who are being raped by other boys in school, and have talked about it, and then, according to them, have no choice but to become homosexual. Okay? There are girls in school who demand of relationships of other girls in school. So because we already have this sit in the corner over there conversation and relationship with discussing sexual issues, even as grown-ups, we don't want to talk about it. It becomes very difficult when a child comes and tells you, oh, mom, well, this is the thing. And you're like, okay, so can I hide under the table first of all, before we discuss? How much more a school where discipline issues rule the roost? So the boy who is going through this situation, Daktari, is told, man up, okay? Man up. These are things that happen not just within the school premises, but when they go for the things that are extracurricular, sports and things like that, and they're told, yeah, that's chicken change. That happens all the time. Just roll with it. You'll soon finish and then you will go. So we're introducing boys who've been abused for 4 years in high school into society, and then we're asking questions about just beat them and then they'll be fine. I mean, come on, beat it out of them. That's what we're doing. This has come up because we're asking, let's deal with the issues. This has come up as to one of the reasons why this indiscipline or this acting out is happening currently with the burning down. It is being given as one of the reasons. How do you even begin to deal with it? How? Where do you start from?
Yeah, I think I'm still going to talk about communication. We cannot hide from the fact that these conversations about homosexuality are coming up in schools. If it is really happening in schools, then we need to...
It's happening, Daktari.
Yes, yes, it is. Yes, I'm saying if it's really happening, then we really need to have those conversations. And the issue of, sexual activities, that cannot be a good thing in a school. Because my sexuality is one thing, but me extending that and having maybe sexual activities with other students, then that becomes a problem. When you talk about young boys being forced to have sex with older kids, that's rape.
It is.
So it's like, what are the schools doing about that? We need to, I think, take this very, very seriously, because we have to remember that when people go through such experiences, some of them end up being very traumatized. Yeah, and also one of the things that that happens is that when people are sexually abused, some of them then go ahead to the society after school to abuse other kids or other people. Hurt people, hurt others. So it just doesn't stop there. When you talk to people who are homosexual, they'll tell you that most of it started from school. This is what was going on in school, and then I was inclined to continue. Yeah. So we need to have these conversations, and it's not just in our boarding schools that this is happening. Even I was in an international school as a school counselor, and these conversations were nothing. Nothing to shock you. We would have those conversations about sexuality. A student would come, I'm this, I'm that. I like girls, I'm a girl, I like girls. And we would have the conversations because they're not having sex in school. Yeah, but they're trying to explore who they are, what their sexuality is. But if we start, shutting them down, then they end up making choices based on their thinking capacity.
You need to look to your left,
yes,
right, and see the cringe on Janet's face.
Yeah.
She's wondering.
No, I mean, that's what I'm saying because there is much more openness in those schools. It doesn't mean that homosexuality is not in those schools, but it's not the issue. They are not burning down the schools. How come the international schools are not burning the schools? And we do have international schools that are boarding.